Let's get this party
Oh, we are
started.
live. We are live. Is anyone here? Let's see. Oh,
Let's get
we
this
are
party
here. Oh, we are
started.
live. We are live. Is anyone here? Let's see. I don't know what this is, but I'm worried about copyright, but whatever. Dance! Sandwich Revolver is live!
All right, that's enough. Hi, I'm John.
Oh, God. That's John.
Yeah.
And if you're joining us for the first time, I am Carl Diamond, and that majestic beast who put on. I'm assuming that's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah,
Yay!
it's
Got
John.
it.
John Reeve. John
Yep.
Reeve is putting stuff on, and
I worried
we're
about
gonna
that
get
too.
demonetized. So make sure you hit that. Make sure you donate lots of money to us so we can buy beer. Oh God, it's Nick. Hey Nick, how's it going? Banky Edwards, you're right. The thing about copyright is they have to find you. They have to find this. It's true. We're so small and no one knows about us that who gives a shit? Exactly. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, we got 4 people already.
Four. Get out of here.
Get you.
Wait. Opposite. I
Yeah,
want you here.
stay here. Yeah, don't
I,
get rid of them. We need
I,
people.
I'm sorry. That's how I
Oh,
normally
we lost
react in
one. We
person.
lost one already thanks to you,
Fuck!
John.
Damn it! Don't listen to me.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to
sorry.
him. I'm the brains of the operation. He's just the sex symbol.
We all know that you're just the fall guy.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Fall Guys, Nick Esky, who's in the chat, watch him play Fall Guys. I think he does it every night.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it. So, I mean, I haven't played it, but Nick has
Oh
actually
no.
showed me that Fall Guys is like, oh yeah, John. It sounds like he has a robotic voice. That's just how he sounds. We don't bring it up.
Do I sound robotic, Carl?
A little bit at the end, but I think it's just your signal. Not a lot you can do about that unless you want to plug it into
Okay.
the router.
Because this isn't my old headset where that actually actively happened.
No, it's nothing to do with the nothing to do with the actual the headset. I think it's just the signal.
Okay.
And if John
I,
falls out and he has no signal again, I'm gonna pull out my bass and sing a song about how crappy his internet is. How crappy his internet is, not internet is. I don't know what I just said.
Watch out, because here he comes. It's
John's
Carl
internet.
Diamond.
John's internet is just as bad as you would think from him. He doesn't know how the internet works. Just take it as it is.
My internet was set up by chipmunks.
He went into the forest to look for internet providers and found a bunch of chipmunks, and they said, we'll give you DSL. And DSL stands for daily signal longevity. That's not true.
Oh
Don't
boy.
believe me for a minute. And chipmunks are specialists in this.
They're definitely nothing like beavers.
No, beavers beavers have broadband? No, they have log band.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
Gun to John's internet connection. Yes. Yes, if it was easy enough to make the internet go faster by threatening it with firearms, I think we'd all have America would have the best internet in the world.
I don't want to set my arms on fire, Carl.
Arms on fire.
These are my
John's
firearms.
house.
The burning.
Yes, yes, yes. We're just gonna be improvising some more until we get, some more people in here.
Exactly 8 more.
Yeah, where's Wendy? Your friend Wendy.
I mean, she has a life.
She does. Damn it, we have new dedicated fans. She's probably playing Resident Evil 7. There we go.
I fucking hope so.
I hope so. That was a funny video you sent of her husband freaking out.
Yeah, he's great. Love him.
That was fantastic.
Shout out to Edwin.
Shout out to Edwin, yes.
Yeah.
To get this going. Here we go. I want to look at myself and talk. There we go.
You know what? If she or in the end, I hope people will end up maybe checking out the stuff that we're going to talk about from what we have to say about
Yeah,
it.
that's the whole point of the show, is to encourage you to play video games that we find and say, go
Or
play
watch
this.
a show or a movie that we're chatting
Exactly.
about.
Or drink a beer. You know,
Hmm.
we have the beers. We're like Arby's, you know? But instead of the meats, we have the
We have
beer.
the
We
beers.
have the beers. And by that we mean we have one beer per episode. Or two beers actually. Usually we get two different ones. Back when we were
I'm not gonna
doing
lie.
what's up?
And more often than not, I regret eating at Arby's. Even though there are things there I like, there's times that I'm stupid and don't get specifically those things, and I try other things.
I think
So
I've only eaten there once, been disgusted, and realized I can make everything on the menu at home for far less.
I think what I'm referring to is like I think whatever's their standard food, like the cheesy beef, whatever. It's something very. It's like it's like their hamburger, but for them. And it's just
Banksy, you're saying I should look at the camera or look at myself? Because myself is right here, and my camera is right here, because it's my phone on a stand.
don't listen to him. He's trying
I'm
to
not even
take
sure
our
who
money.
Banky Edwards is. I've never met this man.
I don't know. Hi, Mankey.
Banky
Do I know
Panky.
you? Also, I apologize if I do know you and that I don't know who you are from
No comment about
your
me wanting to
YouTube
make
name.
something for less. Yes, yes, Nick. Yes, Nick, I know. I'm thrifty, you know?
It's
I,
thrifty, 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 thrifty.
I'm just, Banky Edwards apparently wants to look at my blue eyes because I'm looking at the camera. There we go. All right.
It's Blue Eyes White Carl.
Oh yeah, play myself card. Oh no, I'm trapped in this card forever.
Enter the Shadow Realm, you will.
And that's how they defeated Jafar at the end of Aladdin.
At least in the live action one.
God, I don't know. I couldn't get through it. It's so bad.
Oh,
It's
did you
so
ever
bad and
finish
unnecessary.
it?
What's up? I know Becky finished it, and I think I fell asleep and woke up at the end with, whatever.
I apologize for spoilers here, everybody.
Oh, it's been out for a while. They can see Aladdin.
I
Also,
know,
if you
I
haven't
know,
seen
but
Aladdin,
I'm throwing it out there.
go ahead.
Anyways, one of the scenes I was most excited about to see the live action adaptation was fucking thrown out and not even in the film, which was when Jafar turns into a giant snake and fights Aladdin. They skipped that altogether.
They cut that out? Why?
So there's not really a climax. There's just, ha ha ha, I'm a sorcerer. This isn't good enough. Now I'm going to be a genie. And then they beat him. There's no the giant snake to me is like, wow, imagine what that's going to be. When their movie was coming out, I kept thinking of scenes in that movie that I'm like, I want to see how that looks in the live action version. And they did a lot that I was like, good. Like all the genie stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff with the genie in the Cave of Wonders. Cave of Wonders was a little. It's not like it didn't cost money, but it was definitely less impressive than I expected, considering in the animated movie, it actually fucking. Oh, the mouth moves when it speaks, and in the live action one, it just has a voice, but the cave itself is solid.
Yeah, and it just seemed like the cave was some magical thing in the middle of nowhere in the cartoon. It was like, oh, we have no idea where this cave could be, and then you use the scarab, and the scarab takes you to this non-distinctive looking place, and it rises up from the sand, and it's like,
You need those scarabs.
oh my god, it's so mysterious. And then it talks, and the sand is moving, and it's really cool. And what's this in the new one? It doesn't move at all, and it's on the side of a cliff.
It was, yeah. The truth is, I don't specifically.
What the fuck were they
recall.
doing? And also, I'm gonna get into it. Guy Ritchie. What do you think? What do you know Guy Ritchie for? Making like really scrappy, crime movies about like the inner cities, like the cities in England, in London, and. Why wasn't Aladdin more like that? Why did we have to just hire Guy Ritchie for his name and make a stupid Aladdin remake that was unnecessary? Why didn't they have like a serious modern day Agrabah, which would have been like Baghdad, I think, and like under U.S. the military control, and Aladdin has to figure out how to do this, and he has this magical guy who shows up called the genie. And Princess Jasmine is this beautiful, is like this billionaire's daughter, this oil tycoon's daughter.
Speaking of the genie, You know, that I remember when the movie was coming out, that's what everyone was bitching about the most. And in the end, that's not what was wrong with the movie. Will Smith was perfectly fine as his own genie. He wasn't trying to evoke Robin Williams at all. And that's the way you do it, is you be yourself and
Yeah,
not copy someone else.
I feel like that's a common theme with like these sensationalist clickbaity titles that come out, clickbaity articles that come out before the movie. It's like, get mad at this, this is some bullshit. Why'd they do this? And the movie comes out. It's like, that was the best part of the movie. It's like it distracts you from the nonsense that these remakes and endless sequels are. And I'm really, I feel for you, Banky Edwards, that Guy Ritchie doing this movie makes you sad. It made me sad too. It made me stop halfway through.
But remember the follow-up movie he made, and even though I love him to death, yeah, that was way more what I've waited for him to make for a while.
The Gentleman was a Guy Ritchie movie, and like everything else, I mean, except for Sherlock Holmes, everything else he's done isn't really a Guy Ritchie movie.
Well, I mean, you mean between like Snatch and then everything?
Yeah, well, something that wasn't made in the
'90s,
but between Sherlock Holmes and Aladdin, what did he really do? He did, what was it, King Arthur? No, like what was it?
Yeah, that was one of them.
Did he do
the King Arthur movie?
Was that the one?
He also did that.
He didn't do Robin Hood. Did he do Robin Hood? Not Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Wouldn't that be great? A Japanese Robin Hood.
No, he didn't, but he would be good at it. That would actually be something that he sounds right to do, because it's about a gang of thieves.
He should do the movie that's based on Robin Hood the app. Speaking of gang of thieves. Anyway, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah. Anyway, hi.
What? Hi. What's up?
We could go on and on.
We could. We're just stalling to see if more people will come in. More people join us, friends and all. But we can start the opening discussion.
I think Guy Ritchie would be apt to make a Batman movie.
There are so many directors who should make Batman movies
that
don't. Like, where is, like, I think Darren Aronofsky approached the studios way too early as far as making a Batman movie, because he had this Batman movie that was supposed to be a rated R Batman movie, which was Batman Year One, which was all about Commissioner Gordon trying to figure out who the Batman is. And it's really gritty and dark, and it's like a detective noir story. And he got shot down in like the 2000s because they went make a rated R Batman movie. What are you furnished? And
I guess it was 2000s. It must have been fresh off of Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was. Yeah, maybe. I don't know the exact.
Because that was like
99
or 97 or something.
Well, that's late 90s. This was 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Batman. Yeah.
I am Batman. Yeah. I am Batman. Dad, are you really Batman? Yes, Dad, I am Batman. I don't do a really good Randy Marsh. Let's see.
He's a unique guy.
And now we get sparkly Batman. Hey, I think I think Robert Pattinson's gonna do a good job with Batman. I honestly do.
If you look at his body of work, literally outside of Twilight, he's a really competent actor.
He worked really hard to get away from Twilight. He worked really hard. He did Remember Me, which wasn't good at all. And Remember Me ends with him
That's
dying.
ironic, because I don't remember that movie.
Well, Becky and I skimmed through it because it had an actress that we liked in it. And Remember Me ends... This is a spoiler if anyone gives a shit or cares.
We spoiled Aladdin, damn it.
We did. We can spoil Remember Me. Remember Me ends with him dying in 9/11. That's it.
That movie. Now that does sound familiar. I never saw it.
It just has him look out the window, and then it has random shots of 9/11 happening, and people being sad. And it's like, he must have disappeared. He must have died in the.
That sounds really. It sounds like someone trying really hard to be like super dramatic.
Yeah, it's over dramatic and it's terrible. But then he did Cosmopolis, and then he did what was it? Good Time, and Good Time's great. If you haven't seen Good Time, go check out Good Time and Uncut Gems by the Safdie brothers. They're great movies.
He also did The Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, The Lighthouse.
Opposite of Willem Dafoe.
I know you like me, Lobster.
He was fucking great. I thought the two of them should have gotten some Oscar nods for those performances.
You saw him in a Coach commercial, Banky? What's like Coach the brand? Like the handbags. I thought they were gonna reboot the old Craig T. Nelson TV show from the '90s, Coach, and have Robert Pattinson play Coach and have him put like a bald cap on and everything. Well, it's hard to judge an actor from a commercial, isn't it?
I would agree with that. Like unless an actor's work is solely in commercials, because there's times I'll look at a commercial and I'll be like, hey, I actually liked what that guy did. He made some good acting choices for that ad. But I won't usually say that about like actual certified like movie actors that are doing something on the side, because by that point they don't give a shit about the commercial. It's just money for them at that point.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I judge directors either for commercials, to be honest.
It's hard to say because some directors make really cool commercials, like Michael Mann and David Lynch and whatnot. But
I just don't take commercials seriously enough to judge anything about it, good or bad. I go, oh, an ad, and move on.
I gotta show you some good ads. We should do an episode where I just showed John ads to prove that how wrong he is.
I'm not saying they're not there, but I'm not going to buy the DVD for this ad.
No, but you can go
and rewatch it.
Cool ad. Like there's a really cool Michael Mann ad with Benicio del Toro, and it's like Benicio del Toro on the run from something, and I think it's like a cologne commercial.
Okay.
Or a car commercial, I think. Oh, I think it's a car commercial because he drives the car away. Oh, Banky Edwards, I know who you are now. We know Banky Edwards.
Do you know?
Yeah. Banky Edwards.
Do I know?
Banky Edwards is going to want us to do an episode on Dude, Where's My Car?
I know who it is. It's Jeff.
Jeff!
How's it going, Jeff?
It's Jeff, our friend Jeff.
Well, I mean, it's 8:30. I'd say let's start crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, guys. What have you been playing?
Please tell us.
Please tell us what you're playing. We got to talk about it.
Do it.
Do it now. Do it now.
Or we'll keep talking about commercials.
And our friend Jeff.
And how many commercials we've seen with an actor named Jeff? We'll have to go to IMDb. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, Banky Edwards, is it just as bad as people say it is?
I wouldn't say it's bad. Who says it's bad? What's wrong with Kingdom Hearts 3? I mean, other than the fact that I can't follow the story, but that's how I feel about the first two games also. I personally just play it for all the Disney crap going on, and it's full of it.
Yeah, compared to Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I'm just like, why? How did this happen? Why was it not on the PS3? Why did they just finish it on the PS2? Why did they do this and that?
I don't know why there was such a huge gap. It's not. The game is certainly not deserving of the time between sequels.
No, I don't think so.
I'll say the game looks pretty. It has a bunch of Disney IPs that I really enjoy, and that's the most I can really say about it.
One day, when my kids are old enough, I will probably play the entire series with them, and I'll go, look at this, and they'll go, why was there such a jump? And I'll say, because life was unfair.
Say it like Scar.
or maybe,
Life is
or
unfair.
maybe I'll just put on Knights of the Old Republic and tell my kids that's Kingdom Hearts.
Uh, it's a rough game. It's a solid
And,
game, but it's rough and it's
I've only played a
quality.
little bit of it, but am I correct to assume there are no Final Fantasy characters in it?
Yes, there are no Final Fantasy
What the
characters.
fuck? That was the coolest thing, that you had a mix of Disney and Final Fantasy.
Wait. In Kingdom Hearts 3 or Knights of the Old Republic?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
I thought you were on Knights of the Old Republic. I thought you were making a joke.
No. That would have been really funny.
Kingdom Hearts,
Am I correct to assume there are no Final Fantasy characters in this Star Wars game?
Kingdom Hearts, I don't know about specifically Final Fantasy characters, but I know that it still has that Final Fantasy style of characters are in it.
Well, yeah, dude, but I mean, you had Final Fantasy characters like Cloud Strife and Leon, and all the Final Fantasy 7, 8 characters would show up in Kingdom Hearts, and it was really cool to see these FF characters mixed with the Disney characters.
I think I never beat it.
Well, Banky Edwards, there were never any playable FF characters in Kingdom Hearts.
But it sounds like they're not in it. Is the case?
Damn it! That's like, hey, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 only has Marvel characters.
See, in truth, I haven't really played tons of Final Fantasy games, so my entire investment in Kingdom Hearts is just going through a game that features Disney locations and characters, because there's really not a lot of Disney games out there. It'd be
Yeah,
nice.
not now that are like true games. Like, we're not going to see a Shinji Mikami Goof Troop again.
No. I mean, yeah, I know they have all the the 2D side scrollers and the handhelds exist, but other than like Epic Mickey, that was like one of the few AAA Disney games I can think of. And then there's Kingdom Hearts, and that's it. Like true 3D games.
It's true. But
What is World of Horror? I
What's
don't know what World of Horror is.
World of Horror?
Yeah, at the bottom. Have you guys played World of Horror yet?
World
I
of
don't.
Horror? Well, I don't tell anybody. But horror. Oh, okay. Yeah. What is World of Horror?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up. World of Horror. I remember one time I was telling my grandma about the first time I went to Comic-Con. I was telling her about all the horror comics I saw and how cool they were, and she was just getting weirded out by it. And then I said, "Grandma, it's got like monsters and Dracula." And she's like, "Oh, horror! I thought you were saying something else."
Horror is a strange word to pronounce without it sounding like horror.
It's like, Grandma thought I was talking to her openly about horror comics. And Grandma got uncomfortable. My grandma was so nice about it, though. She didn't say anything.
Grandparents are hopefully awesome like that, usually.
Yeah, usually. Oh, we have 5 viewers now. Mazel tov. Welcome, 5th viewer. Welcome to the show. I am Carl Diamond, and that is John Reeve, and this is Sandwich Revolver, the show where we talk about movies, beer, and video games.
Vidya games.
Video games. As Andy now would say, who used to be our cameraman before we had to let him go and let the pandemic happen.
We weren't paying him.
I was paying him an expired film. Remember?
Yeah.
It's early access. It's free on Game Pass or PC. It's like Junji Ito horror comic style, like an old RPG. Oh, well, color me intrigued. I will play the heck out of that. I will play the heck out of that. Oh my gosh. See, Sandwich Revolver, we tell people about games, and the people that watch us tell us
about games.
It's a beautiful relationship.
Mutual benefits.
Relationship.
Whap, whap.
You want to go into the beers?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, I will go first. I will go first and show you what beer I am drinking. That is how it will go. That is not correct. I gotta change this right here. All right.
Is it digital beer?
Digital dancing. Yeah, this is fun. All right, so the beer I'm drinking is a Sierra Nevada
Hey.
Big Little Thing Imperial IPA. And it's a big tall boy can. 9% APB, Sierra Nevada Brewing in Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. I have not had an Imperial IPA in a long time, and I suspect it's going to be very hoppy. I do love this can. It's a very beautiful can. It's nice and big and purple.
It's the kind of artwork I want to see on music albums.
Yeah, it's fun. I've had their hazy little thing, and I really like that beer. And I got this Big Little Thing because it has to do with Psycho Goreman and having a small child and a giant monster. Or a giant monster controlled by a tiny rock. And I think that's a Big Little Thing. And I felt that matched perfectly. So I'm going to crack this baby open. Ooh, you hear that?
Ka-chunk.
That's one of the most beautiful sounds. And, ooh, that's the can. Oh, can you hear it? Can you hear it, folks? Can you hear it? Oh, my goodness. We're professional.
Can you hear what he hears? Because I don't hear what
Said
he
the
hears.
drunk man to the other drunk man. Do you beer what I beer? Well, speaking of which, I'm going to pour it in my 20th Century Fox mug because we pour one out for the homies who aren't here no more. And 20th Century Fox is one of the homies that ain't here no more.
It's a foxy glass.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of homies, they're not homies, they're foamies.
Oh,
And
no.
There we go.
Oh, no.
We get that beautiful sound.
Not the foamies.
There we go.
Oh.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I swear that was going to be overflow, but you stuffed just in time.
Who am I, Hillary Clinton? You haven't seen that meme where Hillary Clinton, that thing where Hillary Clinton poured a beer like 6 years ago and it was all head? Like she was trying to relate with a common man and she couldn't pour beer for shit.
I have not seen that. I didn't know she drank beer.
She doesn't. She was trying to... None of these politicians drink beer. And when you watch them drink beer in ads, it is so awkward. Like famously, the Elizabeth Warren one is really bad. She's like, you know what? I'm going to have a beer. And she pulls out a light beer and has a sip and doesn't drink it for the rest of the ad. It's so mechanical. I'm not overselling it to you right now. Anyway, so I
look forward to watching it.
Sierra Nevada Big Little Thing IPA, Imperial IPA. Let's taste it. Holy cow, that is delicious.
Yay!
That tastes really good. I was worried that would be way too hoppy, but that is perfect. It has a perfect blend of hops and beer flavor. It tastes almost like an amber.
Mm.
It's very good. It's not as orange as it looks on the webcam. It's actually a little more lagery looking. But yeah, it looks like a beer. Smells like a beer. And it is good. I would recommend this beer. I would say I think Bevmo has like a 2 for $6 deal on these tall boys. Otherwise it's like $3.16 or $3.25 a can. But you get like 25 cents off when you buy 2, which, savings for the times. And I know, unfortunately, I asked John to text me all the beer info he had on his beer, and he didn't. So I can only assume that John does not have a beer. Am I right, John?
I might have a beer.
Did we lose John?
Can you hear me?
Johnny, can you hear me?
Wait, do you not hear me?
I can hear you just fine. I'm fucking with you.
God damn it. You got to ask a guy first.
Hey, buy me dinner first. All right, John, where's your beer? Where is your beer?
Well, I'm hiding it.
You're
But
hiding it.
I got so the beer that I have is actually a beer that I've had in the back of my fridge for a little while. In fact, ever since December. And so this is going to be a sort of special shout out to one of our audience members who graciously gave me this beer, and I can no longer wait to drink it. I would really like to enjoy it. It is a special beer that I hope is delicious. Not yet impossible. It is called da, 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 the Apocalypse Party Club.
Get ready for salt.
We are all together. There's at least 3 of us. A smoothie style sour ale, heavily fruited with cherry, blueberry, and milk sugar.
Sorry, Jeff.
Wild Mind Ales. I have been looking forward to this, and I've been very sad seeing it in the back of my fridge for so long. Everyone's having a good time in there. I know.
Well, it's gonna be it'll go bad by the time all of us start together. Unfortunately, Banky Edwards, we really appreciate the special thing you were trying to do, and it means a lot to us. But it's just we don't know when we're gonna see each other again, and I know beer can go bad. Is it an IPA, John?
It's just.
Is it an IPA? What you're drinking?
I don't think so. Does not appear to be so.
Then my statement does not stand.
But I've definitely never had this before. Yeah. Didn't make a crack. And now for the special mug for the special beer.
Hold it up a little higher. Hold it up a little higher. There we go. A little lower. A little lower. There we go. I was looking at the wrong feed.
Like, I don't know what you're looking at. I can only tell you I have only one mirror.
I have but one mirror.
Oh, it comes out red.
What? Can you pour it on camera a little bit? You're a little higher. You can't see. We can't see. It's no. You're failing it. Oh, there we go. Yes. The perfect blood in a skull.
Actually, unbeknownst to me, this is probably the perfect style beer for the movie we're going to be talking about.
Yes, perfect for a psycho.
God!
It's also such a psycho thing to do. You drop it?
It's spilled on the floor.
Oh no! Don't tell
Just,
Georgina. You have to drink it out. You have to lick it off the floor. It's punishment.
No, it's just a little bit spilled on the floor out of the can.
Okay.
But also, I feel like this is what Mr. Psycho Goreman would drink from.
Yes, he certainly would. Certainly would. How's it taste?
Oh, that's a sour.
It's a sour. Oh yeah, I think Banky Edwards.
Yes.
I think Jeff said it was a sour.
Banky Edwards, as I'll reiterate, as Carl said, thank you very much for the beer, and the message and meaning behind it was very special and beautiful. And I apologize that I had to dig into it now rather than later, but just didn't know when it was going to happen. But I will enjoy it in your honor and in honor of all of us who can't hang out.
Yep. For the homies who aren't here right now.
They're always here.
They're in my head. Get out of my head. I think it's time.
Bandits.
I think it's time for trailers. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's time for trailers. Trailers.
Not the kind that you live in.
No, not like my dad who lives in a trailer.
It's pretty awesome,
It's
though.
the fanciest trailer I've ever been in. It's like he lives in a ranch house.
Who lives in a ranch house over there? Carl's dad.
Yeah. Oh, Banky Edwards. It'd been great to drink that beer with Psycho Goreman, but it didn't work out. And
It would have been
I'm
perfect.
really interested to hear what you think of Psycho Goreman. But to go back onto John's song, who lives in a trailer in Mira Mesa? Carl's dad. I don't know where else it goes from there because my dad's not here, and I hate speaking ill of him if he's not here. I love you,
That's
Dad.
okay.
He
Love
took
you, Carl's dad.
he said the show would be way better if we had women in bikinis in it, but I don't
What,
think
in SpongeBob?
no. In this show, Sandwich Revolver, and Hey, You Made Your Movie, but that's my dad. He's from a different time.
I mean, Carl, you and I could wear bikinis.
We have enough cleavage for it right now.
I don't know if we'll get or lose some viewers with that.
Uh-oh, my door's opening up. Uh-oh. Who could it be? Who can it be now?
Is it your dad?
No, ghost dad. I don't see who opened the door.
Was it your cat?
I don't know. Literally no one walked in. That's really spooky.
Might have been.
Who is it? Come on in if you're coming in. I thought it was Gypsy. Oh, I think it is. Is it Gypsy? Yes, it's Gypsy. Hello.
Gypsy cat.
I gotta close the door because... Just a moment. John, talk to the people.
Hi, people. Don't mind me. I'm in the middle of finding napkins that happen to be next to me so I can clean up this mild spill on my wood floor that don't tell my wife unless she's watching. Oh, no. So she could just rewatch this. As in, I'm making this up. Ha 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 ha. Nothing happened. Oh, no. It's red. I'm so fucking happy I have no carpet where I live. It's all wood floors.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Don't worry. The blood-colored drink didn't stain any carpets or our nice couch.
I have a fine cat. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Say hi. Oh, say hi to the people, Gypsy. Meow.
Make her speak. Oh, Gypsy. We know you hate it.
She is an actress cat. She's more of a producer. She likes being behind the scenes. Yes.
A producer of trouble and violence.
Yes, look at this cat. Look at this fine animal. Meow, meow, meow. You show up in every episode, Gypsy. You hate closed doors. She hates closed doors.
We get. I think every cat does. As soon as the door is closed, the cat thinks, "I must get in there." It is a bank vault full of treats and treasures that I must have.
Half the time, it's just me shitting in a room.
It doesn't matter until that door's open. It might as well be treasure and food behind that door.
Treasure. I love you. You gotta sit over here though. You gotta relax in the other area. We gotta do trailers. Let's do trailers.
Yes.
Time for trailers. One day we'll have a title card transformation.
We should just do just hire a guy. Just walks past our screens.
I'm gonna go on Fiverr and price things out, and you're gonna pay for them.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay. Oh, you said yes. Hooray!
Hooray! Take my dollar bills, Carl. Take my fucking money, Carl.
Oh, my money. Take my fucking money. Why don't we write for Cardi B?
I don't know.
Certified money. Every fucking day.
The thing is, I make fun of it enough that it's like, well, then maybe you should be able to write it. But the truth is, I can't. I actually don't know how to string along.
There's some boys in this
words.
stream. There's some boys in this stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, we talk about trailers enough. Let's actually play a fucking trailer. All right, guys, get ready for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, a trailer. I can do it. I can count. 3, 2, 1.
Blast out of my ass! Gonna tattle. Damn it.
Groundbreaking sci-fi. Remastered.
There's no food in this house. Did we even announce what we're playing? That's a Mass Effect book. Now, Carl, I'll tell you about mine. You haven't played these games.
I don't have time for these graphics on PS3. I don't have time for this right now because I'm running a business. No, I was working at GameStop, but I was miserable. Still have relationships.
You were born to do this.
Have any of you in our feed played any of the Mass Effect games?
I can ask that after it's over.
No.
Are you even watching the trailer right now?
I am.
Oh, good.
I gotta know what I'm talking about.
So it's all 3 games with the DLC, and pre-order now, except it's staying there. It's staying there. Let's get back to trailers. Cut back. There we go. So yeah, Mass Effect! Woo! Legendary Edition! It looks pretty nice. Huge upgrade.
Yeah.
Upgrade over the original. It looks like they added a little bit of cell shading to it. I thought there would be more comparison in that trailer. I was looking for comparison, but I kind of threw the trailer together this week.
There's not a ton of gameplay showcased in that. It's mostly cutscenes, which you'll know that not too long ago I was actually calling you to bitch about the trailer of this remaster.
Okay, it's good. It's good that you can barely hear us over the trailer because I didn't want John to talk over the trailer, and he did.
I'm sorry. I was like, I excite. I like it so speak.
I'm the talkiest damn thing you ever saw.
It might be true.
It might be a desperate play, but you know what, John? Why were you upset with this game when it came out? When it was announced? We're waiting.
And that's the thing, you know, I took time to reassess my thoughts, but like for at the time, because, you know, in my experience, a lot of the times the remaster, like these remaster sets that would come out, generally came out not very long after the most recent title in like the set that they're talking about has come out. So maybe the oldest game in the set has been a decent amount of time, but the most recent one will have been not that long ago. So it'll feel like, oh, cool. I'm getting not only the first 2 games are going to look better, but even the most recent game is going to get a nice upgrade from like probably best example would be 30 FPS to 60 FPS. Like the Uncharted trilogy, you know, just bumped everything up to look better, but it wasn't like a huge graphics overhaul. But still,
you can definitely tell with Uncharted 1.
Or the BioShock trilogy, everything was bumped up to 60 FPS, but goddamn, that series really needed it. Playing that in 60 versus 30 does make a drastic difference, actually, in how it looks. And on that note, they did confirm all 3 Mass Effect games are going to be 60 FPS, and they all ran at either 30 or in Mass Effect 1's case, sometimes like 12. Mass Effect 1 is a very rough game to play today. And that's the thing. So back to my note, Mass Effect 3, the most recent of the 3 titles in this remaster, came out in 2010.
Yeah, 10 years ago. It's been a minute. Been a
So
while.
that's why my initial response was, it's been 10 years. You can do a Halo 2 anniversary style remaster for this fucking series.
But that's almost like a complete graphics overhaul.
But again, they did it for Halo 2.
That's Halo.
And
that's Halo.
This is Mass Effect is huge,
no,
man.
Well, not as big as Halo.
Mass Effect has a big fan base, and it has a nice budget.
It does, but it's not like a console. It's not like a console mascot game.
No, it's not. But most people would tell you it's one of you, Carl. You also haven't played the games.
I've met Mass Effect fans, and they're way different than Halo fans.
Okay, maybe I'm speaking because Mass Effect's like my third favorite video game franchise of all time.
But anyway, John, you were upset with the price.
Well, yeah, it was $60, and again, it comes from mostly the age of the most recent title. I just expected more. Yeah, it's $60. It's full price for 3 games. I guess technically Mass Effect 1 has a almost Halo 2 anniversary style remaster, not quite to the same degree, but it's definitely overhauled to at least match Mass Effect 2 and 3. All 3 games. You get all the DLC. You get the 60 FPS. My gripe is just based on how long it's been. So if this were more recent, I would think, oh shit, yeah, this is absolutely worth it.
Well, yeah, I was with you until there was one YouTuber who really sat down and was like, here's what they're doing, here's what they're changing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, for all these changes, I think $60 is worth it, because it's not just the graphics, it's the AI is being fixed up, the controls are being fixed up, the textures are fixed up, the ambient lighting is being fixed. It's really getting a huge overhaul. And that, in other
areas,
that requires a lot of manpower and man time. People need to be paid money, and they need to recuperate what they spent doing it. So $60, yeah, that works for me. I'll buy it for $60.
As far as how much content you're getting, it is absolutely worth that.
Yeah,
especially if you've never played it.
Especially
if you've never played it,
like me.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm about to have a child, so I'll have. I'm about to have my first child, so I think I have enough time to play an open world RPG that has multiple endings like Mass Effect, right?
No, you have time to play 3 massive RPGs.
It's true. I think that will have a mass effect on my child.
Mm-hmm. You're 10 years old, Dad. I almost beat Mass Effect 1, son or daughter.
Dad, is Cyberpunk fixed yet? No.
No, it's better. Except for that one thing.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that one thing.
Yeah, when John disappeared and showed up in the game. That was a weird time.
Carl, help!
It's like Tron. You get Troned into...
I get Troned. But, so, my initial reaction was entirely based off the trailer. I had not read the article that you're talking about behind the scenes of what has been changed. I was judging it purely off the trailer, so that means I can only judge it off the visuals alone. Mm-hmm. And for that, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? It's been 10 fucking years since the 3rd game, and this is what you give us?" But again, that's a little unfair to say now because of, like you said, Carl. There's a lot of other shit behind the scenes, and I really appreciate them for doing it. I've wanted a remaster of this trilogy for years, so I will be getting it probably day 1.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to get it. I'm probably going to get it on PC because I don't have a PS5 yet. Mm-hmm. But I think it'll be a fun game to play with me and the wife. We'll play it together. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, and the missus.
Me and the missus will be raising the little tyke. So I think we should move on to the next trailer.
All right.
So
I'm scared.
This next trailer, I'm not even going to say it because I think it's fun to go in not knowing. Just pay the fuck attention and we will get to it right now. Don't even hint at it, Mr.
No.
I'm not gonna like it. Let's get to this fucking thing, huh? Here we go.
I want Gypsy's opinion.
No talking.
After a lifetime of being the world's most famous enemies,
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3.
Tom and Jerry are about to start over.
Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah.
In the big city.
Ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Gotta blame it on the goose.
This hotel has been host to 4 presidents, 3 popes, 2 kings, and we're about to host the wedding of the century.
Yep.
Do you think you're qualified to take on this position?
Under pressure, like a diamond or Rihanna.
One other thing,
Cat's level intoxicated for this.
we have a mouse problem.
With the what now? I'll catch it, sir.
Everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try.
Oh, wow, this is so detailed. We could hire an exterminator, or we can leverage millions of years
You're
of
better than
predatory
this.
evolution.
Got the baddest lie.
If a picture of this mouse is tweeted out to Instabook Face or TikTok, we will be ruined.
No, sir, that's not gonna happen. That rodent is toast.
I will not let this hotel be ruined by a cat and a mouse.
He's toying with us.
I think I might have just pulled this off.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Where's my beer? Where's my fucking beer?
I'm gonna need a fucking beer. Here's your fucking beer.
Well, Carl, what are your thoughts and comments?
I can't stop screaming. Why?
No, Mouse Hunt is so good.
Fuck. Who said talking shit about Mouse Hunt? Fuck. Nick.
Don't compare Mouse Hunt to this
Ultimate
shit.
Betrayal. Ultimate Betrayal. Mouse Hunt is a Gore Verbinski masterpiece.
It sure is.
It is.
I would see a Mouse Hunt 2 day one if there was ever one announced.
I would love Mouse Hunt 2 with Nathan Lane coming back.
So here's commenting on the trailer itself. Maybe I'm not remembering. Carl, would you say that this is comedy of the like from back then, or do you think it's modernized?
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't know anymore. I don't know how to peg it as anything.
Oh man, excuse me. Excuse me again. Hi, Homa. Man, oh man. Who thought this was a good idea? Why does the animation look like CG and also 2D?
Because it's probably it's a lazy form of 2D.
And who is still watching Tom and Jerry? I love Tom and Jerry, but I don't know if the kids love Tom and Jerry.
That's the thing.
I feel like an old man at 32. So, I don't know who
this
watches
has to
Tom and
live
Jerry.
off the nostalgia factor of people who grew up watching it.
But
which one of us actually cares to see more of this?
I don't think anyone my age or older or any of the generation that would watch Tom and Jerry on Cartoon Network would know or care about what's going on in this movie. It just seems like Tom and Jerry, they're splitting up, or they're going to help a blonde girl. They're helping a blonde girl with her hotel during a wedding. God, this seems familiar. Tom and Jerry helping a blonde girl in a movie that's called Tom and Jerry the Movie.
Hey, what was the old Tom and Jerry movie called?
Was there one? I don't know. I have this magical button right here. What? Whoa, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, a blonde? Is that Chloe Grace Moretz? Is that Chloe Grace Moretz?
Sleep tight and don't let the spider.
No. Just kidding.
Fight.
Once upon a time, an evil guardian named Pristine Fig kept a little girl named Walken
Nick makes a good
locked
point.
away.
There's no way this is geared towards people who grew up with Tom and Jerry.
Exactly.
Well, two things.
But any kids are seeing it going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I don't think anyone remembers this movie we're watching.
She's escaped again.
I don't think Tom and Jerry
Get ready for the
I think they would have been better.
time.
They would have been better off, I don't know, like rebooting it as a TV series and then go from there. Make a modernized cartoon for television. Because them making a movie feels like a desperate grab for that. Like, what other nostalgia things are there out there that like the old fans are gonna want to see the new thing because everyone else wants that.
Very clear.
Who's that guy? John, that's you.
Turner Pictures.
Look at that.
I want to be him.
Tom and Jerry.
You know, John, if you cosplay as him, I'll cosplay as the blonde girl.
Tom and Jerry.
Hey,
the
look,
sensitive.
it's 100% 2D animated movie.
God, there were
Tom and
songs in
Jerry.
this movie.
The After
Ted
years
Turner,
of
what have you
fighting,
done?
They finally discovered something worth
But even
fighting
so,
for.
this is what you expect when you think of a fucking Tom and Jerry movie.
Is it Tom and Jerry the movie? Just like how stupid do you think we are?
Except for them talking. I didn't give a shit back then as a kid, but looking back now, I'm like, oh, that it's just cringy.
Super cringy.
It doesn't need to be a movie. Even back then, there never needed to be a movie for Tom and Jerry. It was just a great cartoon. It was a kid's version of Itchy and Scratchy.
Well, Itchy and Scratchy was a parody
obviously.
of Tom and Jerry. Obviously.
I know. Obviously,
you know this. You're not a dum dum. I love your hat, man. I have the exact same hat.
Well, you wear it next time.
Well, I can't wear it because I'm wearing these headphones that I spent $400 on because I turned 31. And I was like, I need to have an expensive pair of headphones because that's the law of the land.
I mean, I'm wearing headphones with my hat.
Did you spend $400 on your headphones?
No.
Yeah, these.
Are you saying that the hat's going to damage the headphones?
I'm saying it won't fit on my head. I have George Lopez head.
Can't you just keep?
No, I can't. I have the biggest head in the world. Guinness came by and said, "Fuck, we're not even writing it down. No one will believe us."
Why aren't you George Lopez, Carl?
I don't know. Hey, Latinos. I'm just kidding. George Lopez, I love your stuff. George Lopez, I love the George Lopez show.
Yeah, I was thinking back right now. I really enjoyed that show.
That was a good show.
I don't know if there's any truth to this, and this isn't any kind of negative commentary on him. He sounds like a guy who smoked a lot.
I'm sure he did. Everyone smokes in Hollywood. How else do you deal with the fucking bullshit that that you deal with in the entertainment industry? I get stressed out doing this show. How can you even? I don't even know. Anyway,
Android Replica.
Where Android Replica? Who is Daryl in? Daryl, welcome to the game. Welcome to the game. We were
watching Mouse Hunt a few days ago. Perfect.
Fucking love Mouse Hunt, man. Mouse Hunt was like when that movie came out on VHS. I begged my mother to get it. I was like, I want it, and I think I watched it like 100 times. That movie is so entertaining.
I liked it when I was younger, but I feel like it gets better as you get older.
Yeah, it's so good. It's a simple movie with very little dialogue in it that just that you can market to the entire world.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then you hit it right on the head. I think it sounds strange to say. I think that's a great film to showcase as what showcases why Gore Verbinski is a good director, because you said it. The movie is not driven by dialogue. It's all how it's shot.
Gore Verbinski is I feel like one of the hardest working directors who never got his due.
I mean, the closest he got was the Pirates trilogy, I think if it weren't for the Lone Ranger flopping, I think he would have.
Well, you know what? But the shit thing about the Pirates trilogy is who got all the credit for the Pirate trilogy?
Well, it's true.
Johnny Depp and Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
They got the fucking credit. But who directed it? Gore Verbinski. Who directed The Ring? Gore Verbinski. Who directed Mouse Hunt? Gore Verbinski. And what was it? They say, oh, he's a shit director because he directed A Cure for Wellness. It's like, man, A Cure for Wellness was a fucking risk.
Hey, in terms of what's wrong with that movie, it's not the directing.
No, it's just weird shit. It's weird shit.
In terms of purely analyzing a film from how it was directed, it was perfectly fine.
Was Christopher Walken in Mouse Hunt?
Yeah, he's the bug guy. He's the exterminator.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I haven't seen it in such a long time. I forgot.
Well, because it's also like, you think of sort of bigger parts for him, and it's just this kind of, not small, but it's not a main role either. Hey, I'm the exterminator.
I'm the exterminator. I'm terrible. You're a better voice actor than I am.
I don't think mine was great either. But
you know who's the best? Brian Beals is the fucking best at it.
Come here, Brian. Do it.
Where the fuck are you?
Somewhere he's waking up. I hear someone calling my name.
Someone is calling my name. Where are they?
It's as if 1,000 voices cried out all at once.
It's as if 1,000 voices called out in anguish.
I would like to see a Star Wars remake where Christopher Walken is playing every character.
I tell you, it's impossible. I will raise the X-Wing with my mind. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so Tom and Jerry, what the fuck? They think they can do Tom and Jerry the movie
Carl,
27 years later and they get away with it? Probably.
I think it's.
I sound like George Costanza.
You know?
No, don't you mean Art Vandelay?
He's an architect.
I'm an architect.
Or wait, was it an architect or an importer-exporter?
Oh, it depends. He works, he's an architect, but then he also works in importer-exporting.
Just imports? He's an importer-exporter, okay?
No, wasn't that the X? Wasn't it the and like Elaine and George got their stories mixed up?
Oh yeah.
Well,
because she thinks George is having an affair, or something. And so he tells this lie that he and Elaine hung out, and Elaine's got the story. He's got this boyfriend, and I'm not going to go into it. It's too long, but he picked such a stupid thing to be like, you made it so goddamn complicated, George. You could have just said something really simple. Like, you both went to go see a movie and just say a movie that you have both seen or something.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of movies and theaters, I was going to say about Tom and Jerry, man, I bet this movie just bombs at the box office. But I can't judge that anymore. I don't get to judge how movies do financially anymore. There's no way to track money, how things currently are. I don't know how you track financial success these days.
Well, technically, Tom and Jerry... Oh, he disappeared for a second. Fuck, how'd that happen? Tom and Jerry... is going to theaters, right? In like everywhere but LA, which is the weirdest thing to think about, that the place where they make movies, all the theaters are closed. But
I don't think we're like open yet though.
We're not. No, but like other places you can see movies. Like I think in San Diego you can go see movies, right? Unless fucking Newsom fucked it up again. But I don't want to get political about it. But yeah, it's weird. Like I think other states you can watch movies in the movie theater still, right?
I don't know. I want to say no, because at the moment it's not like there's huge box numbers for anything still. I think most of what's happening is still just video on demand.
Well, let me ask a question. Android Replica, are movie theaters opening in Canada yet? Let's move on because it's going to take a second due to the delay. Doodly. But yeah, Tom and Jerry, man. Lockdown here now. Oh, God. Well, Trudeau's doing his job then, I guess.
Things just aren't back yet, so box office is still not a thing.
To track. While AMC stock goes down, guys, buy it when it's cheap. Buy it when it's cheap because it's going to come back. It's going to come back with a vengeance, I think. I think people are going to want to go to the movie theaters.
I sure as fuck am.
Yeah. So
I will buy popcorn. I will fucking buy food and snacks every time I go to the theater for at least the first year. I can fucking support it.
I really hope when everything opens again, we realize this was just one night and the spirits had taught us that we should appreciate movie theaters, just like Scrooge should have appreciated life.
Boy, excuse me. What day is it?
It's January 2020.
I don't want to go through that shit again.
No, but there's no COVID.
Yeah, but Trump's still...
Yeah, well, we know what happens.
Yeah.
Or do we?
I just hope things get better. I just want things to get better.
I want to go get drunk at a movie theater. I want to have the experience we had watching Sonic. That was so much fun. Anyway.
Did I tell you...
What's up?
Did I tell you that the last movie I got to see in theaters, and it was because San Diego was temporarily like reopened.
It was Tenet, right?
It was Tenet in like June or July, and you have no idea how fucking happy and excited I was just being in the theater. It felt like being a kid who hadn't been to Disneyland in like 2 years.
It was a Make-A-Wish kids are like, I want to go see a movie, and they fly you to wherever it's open. That sounds like a weird adult comedy where it's like two guys like us fake having a terminal disease so they can get Make-A-Wish to take them to see a movie.
I want to see Black Widow in theaters. Can you set me up with a private theater?
God, oh God.
What's next? Let's move on.
Let's move on because Tom and Jerry, what the hell? I don't think they're fooling anybody. I don't think it looks good.
We're probably gonna watch it.
But guess what? Spoiler alert: we're doing an episode on it.
Yeah,
we're doing an episode on Tom and Jerry in the future.
You're all gonna tune in for that one.
Yeah, eat our slop. Eat our slop. All right, what we got next? Here we go. I kept the MPA. Oh shit!
Ship.
Good evening.
Did you ship this?
Hey, wait. Oh, Bruce Willis. Look at that.
You're just a civilian now.
What's the last thing he was in?
Mr. James Ford. General Wild is requesting your inimitable counsel.
No.
He's offered to reinstate you.
From the top.
4 hours ago, the crew of the Vander made first contact.
Stay there.
They believe we're hostile.
In the event of first contact, humanity must strike first. To ensure the continued survival of our species.
Operation Cosmic Sin is now a go.
That there is a space gate. They can bring their army here.
What's the status of the Q bomb?
If we want to launch the Q bomb, we need to get into orbit.
Suits up.
That's something, huh? We didn't know whether
Whoa.
to burn it or put it in a museum.
I'm sure they said the same thing about me.
If we leave that door open, they're gonna charge in. We can make this the kill box.
We're not gonna wait for them to bring the fight to us. We're gonna take it to them.
What we do here is easy. The hard part is living with it.
I just gotta say, Frank Grillo for Punisher, man. Frank Grillo for Punisher. Cause
Yeah, no kidding.
that Frank Grillo is fucking awesome and underappreciated. But fuck, that looks fun, doesn't it?
I was thinking to myself, does this look better than I think it should, or do I actually think this looks really good? Because you and I both know we're not seeing tons of new movies lately, so even something mediocre probably looks better than it actually is. But I gotta say, it does look cool.
Thomas Jane is not the only Punisher. Ray Stevenson was a good Punisher too. And who's his face? John Bernthal's a good Punisher. John Bernthal's a good Punisher. The Punisher world that he's in is not as good as Thomas Jane's Punisher.
I appreciate that.
No to what, Banky Edwards? No to what?
No.
No, just say no. I said a couple of things. You got to be more specific. No? Okay.
No. I think Punisher's a really great concept.
I love Punisher. I love the Punisher so much. I got to watch the Doppelganger one. That might be a fun thing to watch.
Yeah. I doubt it'll be...
It's not going to be good, but it might be fun.
Oh, I was going to say it's going to be entertaining.
No, to Ray Steven. Punisher Warzone was great. I really loved Punisher Warzone. It was fun.
See, I can't remember the actor specifically. I remember enjoying the movie, so maybe there's a difference. Maybe the movie's great, but maybe he's not. But it's been a while.
Android Replica, I agree with you. John Bernthal's Punisher was better when he was in Daredevil versus the Punisher the series, which was a hot mess, I think. It just wasn't as...
I haven't actually watched the Punisher series. I was going to ask if it was any good.
It's all right.
It should be good.
It's good, but it's like, weird. Why did you make these decisions? Why did you choose this story to tell with the Punisher? It's just, it adds a lot of questions. But yeah, no, Cosmic Sin, man, I'm excited because that looks like a lot of fun. At least they got Bruce Willis to wear a weird costume, weird suit, and I know Bruce Willis doesn't want to do anything now, so getting him to do that.
I'm surprised he's doing this because this looks like you're gonna have to do stuff, dude.
It's like, hey, Bruce Willis, you're gonna have to do stuff and wear weird shit, and you know. I mean, he looks so. Yeah. To be fair, when he fires that grenade launcher, he looks really tired.
Well, I was gonna say, so being bald has helped with this problem for a long time for him. But I was gonna say he finally is starting to show his age, like just visually. His face is finally showcasing how old he is, regardless of being bald.
What do you mean, Decker? Who's Decker? Android, who's Decker?
Does he mean from Blade Runner?
You mean Deckard? Deckard?
Yeah,
you mean
probably Deckard.
You mean Harrison Ford in Blade Runner?
Tim Heidecker's show.
Oh, fuck! I didn't think you meant that. I love Decker.
I would Banky Edwards. I would love a Titanfall movie. It does kind of look a bit like Apex Legends.
It looks like Bruce Willis playing Cyberpunk. You're absolutely right there. You know, Android Replica, you're cooler, and you're even cooler in my cool book now that you bring up Decker. Decker is Tim Heidecker's like one of his bigger jokes of like, it's pretty fun. This kind of reminds me of Apex. Anyway, Cosmic Sin, I'll definitely be watching it just for Frank Grillo though. Bruce Willis I love Bruce Willis, but Frank Grillo needs all the support he can get because that guy is super underappreciated. He was the best part about Purge 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he? He's also like one of like bad guys in a Captain America: Winter Soldier and Civil War. Right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like this great character actor that is like not getting his due in Hollywood. I think he's fantastic. I think
he's a good, rough, tough guy.
I would love to see him in a movie with Richard Brake. just two great working actors doing something great. I love.
Speaking of another,
I love Richard Brake too. Richard Brake's awesome.
I'm really glad he got that episode in The Mandalorian. I bet he got a lot of exposure, even just for that little part.
Banky, thank you. I love Franklin Grillo too. Frank Grillo is awesome. Mm-hmm. Franklin Grillo. I would love to see Frank Grillo play Franklin the Turtle in like a hard-boiled Guy Ritchie movie.
Guy Ritchie, what can you do with Franklin?
I'm doing Franklin because Madonna said I couldn't. So fuck her. I'm doing Franklin. What is Frank? Franklin's a turtle that does a lot of coke. And then steals from his sister. And by his sister, I mean the biggest bank in the country.
You sound like one of the villains from, you sound like the guy from Rock and Rolla, like the
I haven't seen Rock and Rolla, man.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Fight me, damn you.
Guys, we're gonna watch. Carl and I are gonna watch Rock and Rolla at some point. I don't know when, but I'm saying it now. Because Carl, you want new old Guy Ritchie movies? You gotta watch that one. It's like the end of his like trilogy.
Okay, so we're just spoiler alert. We're doing a new show called Sandwich Revolver, going into the beer cellar, and it's where we focus on older movies from their past and like stuff I haven't seen in a while, or John hasn't seen at all, and then stuff John hasn't seen in a while that I haven't seen at all. So yeah, I think Rock and Roller would be good. And John, have you seen Manhunter?
No. Nope.
I think Rock and Roller and Manhunter might be a fun pairing.
A pairing, like pairing.
Do you know anything about Manhunter?
I'm gonna say no.
So Manhunter,
unless I think real hard.
Manhunter is the first appearance of Hannibal Lecter ever, but it's
it's that Manhunter.
It's not
Anthony Hopkins.
It's who's this? Brian Cox. And it's a Michael Mann film.
It's Michael Mann?
Yeah.
I would watch. See, I remember I specifically didn't watch it because it didn't have Anthony Hopkins. I went, oh. Well.
No, it's fucking Michael Mann. So it's like a Miami Vice Collateral type Silence of the Lambs story. No, it's essentially it's Red Dragon. So it's Red Dragon done by Michael Mann.
Oh, that's fucking yeah. I'm on board. With that.
It's cool. It's weird, and there's fucking. They did some things in post. They did some. The producer stepped in and fucked it up a little bit, but as far as tone and cool Michael Mann imagery, it's on the level, man. It's fantastic.
Okay. Deal.
So we could do. Are we doing Rocketeer next week? Shh, spoilers.
We were possibly gonna, but we don't fucking have to. We're our own fucking bosses. I'll just do that instead.
Fuck, we should do it. Rock and Rolla and Manhunter next week.
We're not tied to anything.
We're not married. I mean, I am married, but we're not like
married.
I love this ring. I got it in Honolulu because, hey, spoiler alert, tip, don't piss off Hawaiian beach gods. Because I went to this random beach in Hawaii that was called like the Green Beach. And I said, it's not very green. And then the waves kicked my ass. Hurt me, like cut my legs off, crazy, and took my wedding ring. And so I had to go to a jeweler in Hawaii and buy a new wedding ring. And this is the wedding ring I got to replace my old wedding ring. Don't piss off Hawaiian beach gods. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it. Anyway, what's fucking next? Let's look at what's next.
What's fucking next?
Cosmic Sin. Oh, werewolf. Let's talk about fucking werewolf, huh?
I don't want to fuck a werewolf, Carl.
Hey, bro, you signed up for this.
I don't want a werewolf, bro.
Hey, let's just watch the trailer.
Okay. I like that there's a violence.
Jeez. Oop, I got you with a crossbow. It's like Far Cry Instincts, right?
I was gonna say, this kind of reminds me of like Castlevania, but instead of a vampire, you werewolf plus money. See, this is the one part that I'm into, is can you just play as a werewolf all the time?
Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Oh!
So yeah, that looks cool.
That came out
today. Good today, mate.
Neither of us have played it, so we can't actually comment outside of the trailer or things that we've heard. A non-dating sim game that I can live out my furry fantasies.
Yes.
Yay, Nick.
Nick, I'm so glad you said that. That's great.
Oh, man.
Yes, it's essentially a furry. It's like, hey, are you into furries, but you really want to play Prototype? Here is the game for you. But... So, Werewolf looked cool. It's Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthfall, which... Oh, I spelled it right. I spelled it right.
It's Earthblood. Earthblood.
Oh, shit. I did Earthfall. It's Earthblood. I am so sorry, guys. This is super embarrassing. It doesn't matter, because I got a 4 on IGN. IGN gave it a 4. Doesn't give a shit. Earthfall is cooler.
Now, I'm certainly one to not always take IGN's opinion. However, that's if they give a game between a 7 or a 10 is where I feel like maybe they can be wrong.
Banky Edwards,
but when they say something,
Banky Edwards, don't buy it yet. Wait for it to go down in price, because it's gonna fall in price.
Yeah, this is not 4 out of 5.
It's not gonna be Earthfall. It's gonna be price fall.
Oh yeah, this game it's so for starters, it released at $50. Which tells you it is not a full AAA developed title. It's like a high-end AA game, which is fine.
Sure, okay.
You know, got to support any level of indie developers.
Exactly.
But yes, IGN gave it a 4 out of 10, and usually, I can't think of a time that IGN gave a game that low of a score that I was like, what are you talking about? This game's amazing. Usually they're right.
IGN will be like 7 out of 10, and the game's fucking amazing. But
yeah, that's right. Or 10 out of 10, and I'm like, it's like more like a 7.
Don't you mean it's 10 out of 10 equals Call of Duty? Every time. But yeah, this apparently has really unresponsive combat, and apparently the stealth is the best part about this game.
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's my kind of game then.
No. And
I'm all into the werewolf part where you tear people to pieces and fight mechs.
I was so excited for this game because I'm a big fan of Vampire the Masquerade in the World of Darkness, so World of Darkness is this RPG tabletop game which includes Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf of the Apocalypse, and Mage something. I don't know. I didn't look it up. But I think we're seeing a trend where we're taking all these tabletop games and making them into video games. So I had high hopes for Vampire the Masquerade. I had high hopes, and I love that game, but it's glitchy as fuck. Werewolf of the Apocalypse, I had high hopes, and this is the gameplay that they show. It looks like it should have come out on PS3. Am I wrong? It does not look good.
But that's just judging it from its graphics. That's.
Hold on. Welcome Andy Na to the show. Where the fuck have you been, Andy?
I missed so much. What's going on?
You just missed the trailers, brother. And you can watch that. You can watch that later. But
yeah.
Wraith the Oblivion, Mage the Ascension. Thank you, Android Replica. Mage the Ascension. Nick the Game. I'd play Nick the Game. But yeah. So it just looks like, I don't know what this is. This is not what I expected.
It could have been a fun gimmick type game, like, something like Prototype, where it's like, hey, you're a monster and go wreak havoc, and just sort of, this could have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
or done like really well, since they showcased it's like, hey, you're like a mercenary, but you can also turn into a regular wolf and do stealth, but then there's also like a beast form to be a werewolf.
Yeah,
that could have worked, but you know what, maybe it'll get better with patches, but it sounds like at the moment, if you're interested in this game, wait for it to go down in price. Maybe wait for them to update it.
I think it's going to be a $10 game for me.
If that.
I think if it goes down to $10, I will buy it and we will play it on this show.
If it ends up on Game Pass, I will try it.
Oh, hell yeah. I have Game Pass. Game Pass right now is a great deal.
Mm-hmm.
So Android Replica says, I think the OG RPGs were less about fighting and more about psychology. And I agree with you, Android Replica. I think a lot of these RPGs are more about story and interacting with NPCs and doing really cool mysteries. But I think with a video game, you have to make it more about fighting because that's just the genre. I mean, that's just what the market wants.
I think, or at least these days.
But speaking about psychology, you actually bring up an interesting point, Android Replica, because there's one more trailer for Werewolf that we have to show. And that is this. Hang on to your butts.
Hold on to your buds. So, Carl, I'm confused about what this is.
This is... What is this? This is the Switch version.
So it's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better.
Maybe it's like a book, but, Werewolf the Apocalypse. Heart of the Forest. Aw, how cute. How cute, right? I don't even know what that is. It's like just like
those reviews that they, stamped on said that it's better than that other game that we were looking at. Android replica. Imagine a mom got those two games mixed up at Christmas. Well, I mean, the only way she could mess it up, she'd also have to get the console wrong, because I think one's exclusive to Switch and the other's exclusive to everything else except Switch.
Well, some parents used to think Nintendo was the only console.
That's true. Well, because Nintendo was like synonymous with like Disney, but with video games.
Exactly. This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but Android understands that time.
Yep. It's like mixing up Ratatouille with Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. John, do you not know what Ratatouille is?
No.
Oh God, I have to show you Ratatouille. I know.
Can I get Halo for the Wii?
Ratatouille. God.
To answer your question, Banky Edwards, the closest thing to a motion-controlled Halo game would be the one at Dave & Buster's. They made it a Halo arcade game that's all about a point-and-shoot shooter on rails.
This goes against our schedule, but
Janeiro, we're the most famous.
This will not take long, and you guys, I think you will thank me for Ratatouille. And I remember Andy and I used to get super baked in college and watch the trailer for Ratatouille and go, "How does this exist?" This was a long time ago. Shut up, Andy. Don't spoil anything for them. Oh, God. Oh, God. What am I going to show you? I'm going to show you guys. I hope you guys appreciate this show. Oh, God. What am I going to do?
Do I appreciate it? I don't know.
Oh, God. All right. I really hope it shows up really nicely on this. Because I can't edit the way it looks like until I try playing it. Because that's how OBS works. OBS needs to improve their stuff. Ah, God, here we go.
Thanks, Carl.
Here we go. Ratatouille trailer. You guys.
It's not on the schedule.
I love you all. So, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Where did I download it? There it is. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, fuck you, Ratatouille. You didn't. You didn't fucking play right. Damn.
Let's just do it later.
No, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ratatouille. Ratatouille.
The most beautiful view in the world. Sugarloaf Mountain. Overlooking
Watching
Rio
it?
de Janeiro, where the most famous restaurant
still
belongs
seeing
to
it in the
a
corner.
mouse. Meet
Did it
Marcel Toing, proud owner
there-
of
there it
restaurant
goes.
There we go. I
Ratatouille.
fixed it.
Chef Toing knows the
I
secret
fixed
of every
it.
great
Oh,
chef.
here we go.
To prepare the
Here
most
we go,
delicious
guys.
meals, you must
This
find
is all
the
for
freshest
you. This
ingredients.
is all for you, Damien.
To keep a full restaurant and to keep your competition guessing, you have to go
Ratatouille.
out on a limb.
Ratatouille.
Do what it takes to stay number one, all while guarding your recipes.
What is this?
Keeping them a secret. That's how you beat the competition. Each week, Marcel and his team get into gear, prepare for their covert mission,
Is this a
raiding
game or
the
a
humans'
movie?
restaurant.
Oh, no.
Gotta cash in on Ratatouille.
Oh, God. This was during that era?
Yeah,
For the
man.
tastiest treats, use sweets.
Oh.
This was the cheap.
Dodge
This was the cheap
traps.
cash in on Ratatouille.
Climb
Tom and
counters.
Jerry looks slightly better now.
Bribe the cat.
Tom and Jerry looks amazing.
Can
compared to
Marcel
this.
and his crew avoid the human traps? Defy all
Look
danger?
at
Overcome
Oh my
the
God.
worst challenges? And
Can we just
triumph
watch
over
Mouse
even
Hunt?
the biggest obstacles? Ratatouille, where the best cuisine is found or stolen. Where
That was
secret
the
ingredients
other
are
star of the movie.
Music.
so delectable.
the score was
A
Look at that. What
connoisseur's
the fuck is
paradise.
that? The cat. Looks like Reboot. That's being very kind.
Oh, God. It does look like Reboot.
Oh, God.
See, this would have been excusable for a late 90s TV show.
There you guys go. All right, so we're going to skip over Werewolf the Apocalypse anymore because we're going to move right into news because Werewolf the Apocalypse got shit reviews and we'll play it eventually.
Yeah, well, we're not playing it now.
So here is news. The news! And the news is Gearbox got bought by Embracer?
Who?
Who the hell is Embracer?
Yeah, on the surface, I had never heard of this fucking company. Turns out, Embracer, from what I understand, it is like the remnants of THQ Nordic.
Holy shit, Andrew, you saw copies of this in the wild? Of
Oh my god. Yeah, I agree, Nick. I'd rather watch Tom and Jerry.
I'd rather watch Tom and Jerry too.
No,
I'd rather watch Tom and Jerry 1992 and Tom and Jerry 2020 at the same time.
That would be fascinating. But
sync them up and put on Dark Side of the Moon, man.
But yeah, so anyway, so for one thing, Carl, we haven't heard of the company before. Who bought Gearbox. I feel like generally people know or have heard of Gearbox and probably more or less think of them as a higher up developer, but that's mostly based off the Borderlands games. Maybe not Battleborn or Duke Nukem Forever or Aliens Colonial Marines. So basically almost anything that's not Borderlands. Shout out also to Brothers in Arms. That was a pretty great series, but they've since abandoned it.
Don't forget that Gearbox did the best Half-Life expansion pack, which was Opposing Force.
They did. That was back when they had to try harder.
Yep, Opposing Force. I love Opposing Force.
But yeah, so they got bought out. It's weird that they got bought by a publisher that we haven't heard of. Because they also got bought for $1.3 billion.
What the fuck? Really?
I did not think Gearbox was worth that much.
That's a lot of money. Why?
Because between you and me, isn't the only thing that they do that's making them any money Borderlands? And it's not a...
How do they make money? Borderlands just doesn't have any in-game purchases.
When did Borderlands 3 come out? Was that 19? It wasn't 20.
No, it was 19 because it was 2019.
But yeah, other than you know the DLC campaigns, which I think are all out now. I don't know what else they'd be sitting on, because it was a good amount of time between. It was 6 years between the pre-sequel and Borderlands 3, and nothing they made between that time would have made any kind of valuable money.
Not Battleborn, for sure.
No, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Battleborn. Because I actually preferred Battleborn over Overwatch.
I think they're two almost completely different games.
Just because I wasn't liking the way Overwatch was heading as far as the fan base goes, it really reminded me of people that I'd rather keep out of my life. But,
yeah.
Oh,
hey, Wendy!
Wendy's here!
Wendy, buy our shit! Let's convince you to buy more shit.
Wendy, buy Borderlands 3.
Wendy, watch Tom and Jerry.
Wendy,
buy Werewolf the Apocalypse.
Go find Ratatouille.
Don't buy Gearbox for $1.3 billion.
Wendy, I don't think you have that money.
You don't know.
True, I don't know.
Oh, fuck. No. But yeah, I don't know. I'm confused, really. Maybe that says something. Maybe the fact that that Gearbox got purchased probably says that they didn't have money. Maybe they probably needed a parent company.
But if they didn't have money, why the $1 billion?
I don't know, right? I'm sure the truth is they probably hoarded Borderlands. Like, they do have at least one IP.
$1.3 billion, man. That's not Borderlands. Borderlands would be $1 million.
But they also own the IP of Duke Nukem which they've done nothing with so far.
It's like I would, buy it for like a sandwich as a favor.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but...
Eli Roth is doing a Borderlands movie, and Kevin Hart is playing Roland, and Kate Blanchett is going to play Lilith. I don't know how that's going to work as a love story, and I don't want to get into it.
I'm going to skip right over that.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. That's very frustrating, and
we'll get into it when it comes closer.
Anger-inducing. Craig Mazin, who did one good thing and a bunch of stuff that was not good, is writing it. Everyone thinks he's fantastic for the one good thing he did, when you got to look at the whole body of work. And I love Chernobyl, and I love his podcast. I just don't know if it's gonna all work together.
I agree.
We're not gonna talk about the Borderlands movie,
but we still are.
Not until it comes out, at least.
Anyway. So the one thing I am confused by, and then we can move on. Of all companies to buy Gearbox, how was it not 2K? Like that's been the moniker for all of the Borderlands games, was under 2K. 2K is a pretty big publisher. Why would they not fucking shell out the money to just own that?
I don't know. 2K was making a lot. I don't know why 2K didn't buy. I don't get it. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's 2K. They make Rockstar money because they publish all the Rockstar games.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they publish them. I mean, they don't develop them.
Yes, Wendy. We will review the Monster Hunter movie. I think.
Yes.
I think John.
When it comes out, yes, we'll find a way.
For less than $20. Yeah, sure. I'm not paying $20 for that movie.
They got to have a way to rent it. That's not. I also don't want to own any movies digitally.
Well, you're not going to own it. You're just renting it because it's a.
No. It's a purchase.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a digital purchase.
Really?
I don't want to own it digitally.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Are you sure? I don't think it is. I think it's like a sneak peek thing where you pay $20 just to rent it for a couple of days.
It might be because I think, isn't it like in March or whatever is when it also comes out for sale?
If it comes out for sale in March, I will rent it for like the $6 it costs to rent it.
Yep.
I'm not paying $20. $20 is Freaky money. I enjoyed Freaky. Freaky, if you haven't seen it, go rent Freaky. Freaky's great. But Monster Hunter.
Oh, I was wrong. It's Take-Two, not 2K.
Yeah, you fuck. I knew you were wrong.
I mean, there's a K and a 2 in both of them.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3 is also I'm counting on my hand. That must be a publisher of games too.
Yeah. You don't know.
Well, I can't prove you're wrong because the possibilities are limitless.
Stop yelling at me.
Oh. All right. Let's see. John, you gotta entertain the people for a second. I gotta step away for just a moment.
Hi, everyone. I'm gonna say that I'm about to dance, but I'm actually not gonna dance.
You better dance.
Yeah, this is me wiggling myself. Oh, this is my attempt at dancing while not getting my fucking ass off the couch. Carl Diamond is missing in action, and I miss him so much. Hi, Andy, on OnlyFans. 1, 2, 3, games sound right. Take 2, I think. John, not 2K, with Rockstar. Anyway, regardless, I don't know. I thought 2K made a lot of money. Maybe they don't. Maybe they couldn't afford. If they made Rockstar, if they published the Rockstar games, then absolutely they could afford it. But other than that, I can't think of all the other big stuff they do. I think they do some sports games, like the NBA games. I could be wrong. Who can tell me what other games 2K publishes other than Borderlands? Maybe I'm wrong about that too. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I don't know. Yeah, right now you can only pre-order to own. Yeah, right. I want to fucking review it, Wendy, but even maybe almost $20 for the dumpster fire that is hopefully 2021's version of Cats. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I've heard such bad things about it that it actually sounded so great that like it's not so bad that it's just bad, but it's so bad to the point that it circles around and is good again. Let's see. What's everyone talking about? 2K publishes the NBA games and WWE. Okay, those probably make money. Maybe there's an NFL 2K series. I don't pay attention to this stuff. Neither do I. 2K publishes Borderlands. Take-Two publish. I know. We established that I was wrong about that. I will give you my account to watch it, lol. Aw. Thank you, Wendy. That's so sweet of you. I guess that, damn it, if you're willing to shell out the fucking money to watch that, then I'm willing to shell out the money to watch that. Because you, more than anyone, have been the biggest voice of hate against the Monster Hunter movie ever since it got talked about and trailers released for it. It's like, oh, people from modern times go through a portal into the Monster Hunter world with their guns. Oh, it's already pre-ordered. Oh, well, good. I hope it's terrible in the most fun way possible. Maybe you, me, and Edwin and Georgina can all watch it together on a stream. We'll just have lots of alcohol and other things. Hopefully a hammer to hit ourselves. Oh, good for you, Andy. Oh, fine. I guess I'll watch it. Yeah. No one's saying it's worth $20, but it also sounds like it's that dumpster fire that's so rare that you have to pay money to see it. Like paying to see a mangled person, but it's a movie.
Hey guys, I'm back. I went to In-N-Out.
What? Did you bring any for the rest of the people?
Well, I can't give it to you. We don't have technology yet. Had we the technology, I would have been more considerate.
Paul Anderson's Mortal Kombat movie in Event Horizon. Yeah, it's so weird. He went from those movies to those Oscar-winning type movies.
Oscar winner Paul W.S. Anderson.
It's the same Paul Anderson, right, Carl?
Fuck no.
It's the same guy.
Don't mislead the people. Your joke's not funny. What a funny clown man. Look at him.
I could peel off my face, I would. But that would hurt. The terrible things I would do if it didn't cause me great harm.
Speaking of clown man, did John entertain you guys while I was gone?
Please write a good review
on a
for
scale
me, guys.
from 1 to 10. Post right now in the comments on a scale from 1 to 10. Did John entertain you while I was gone? We're waiting for you.
We can't continue till our reviews come in.
We can't. No, don't say no. Just write a scale from 1 to 10.
From a scale of 1 to 10, no.
No.
Execute. You guys are terrible at math.
You guys are terrible.
Wendy, -20. That's more than 10 in the negative world.
-20. Spade. How do you even do spade?
I think he's saying to bury me.
I hope so. Well, John.
Oh, guys, I tried my best to entertain you while Carl was gone. I'm sorry I let you all down.
Well, it's a shame because John just signed up for clown college, and he's going to be a bar mitzvah clown from now on.
I'm going to keep drinking now.
Wait, John, you can't drink that. That needs to be drunk with friends.
I'm with a bunch of friends.
That's true. This is a great time.
There's so many people here.
So many friends.
Including our beloved Jeff.
Where the fuck did all our viewers go? It just dropped to 1. Unless there's a mistake.
No, it can't be.
YouTube.
I don't think.
That
YouTube is. I got an 11. I got an 11 from Android Replica. Thank you.
Android Replica, you're so nice.
Everyone else hated my entertainment. Oh well.
That's the difference between Canadian comedy and American comedy.
This reminds me of the one time I did stand up that I don't know if you knew about.
I know you pretend you just talked about New Zealand.
I didn't actually.
How you talking?
Well, probably a little bit. I think I talked about my dad.
Mm-hmm.
But my opening joke was that, hey everyone, I paid $5 to be here and say whatever the fuck I want. So you have to deal with it until I'm done. And everyone laughed, and that was the best laugh I got that night.
Yep.
So my bit is not giving a shit.
There we go. All right.
But
So in the future,
next?
once John gets out of once he gets out of bar mitzvah clown college, he can go to your bar mitzvah. Don't forget about that.
You're welcome. I bring my own scissors.
He brings. It's also a bris.
It's also unholy to wash them between, so I don't.
He does. He just oils them up.
No, well, the babies, yes.
Oh God. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic, which is Psycho Goreman. We're gonna get into it.
There's no witches in Psycho Goreman.
Psycho Goreman. You guys need to see the trailer again because it's been a while.
Yeah, let's
roll that trailer in 3, 2, 1.
Many moons ago, a nameless evil was imprisoned in a place far beyond reach.
I'm excited for the Mortal Kombat movie.
If he were ever to be released, it would spell certain doom for all existence.
Is that fear I smell? Your planet will be torn to pieces, and I will treat your angry screams as I rip.
Is this yours? B?
Oh my God.
The gem of Paraxidike. Whoever wields it is able to command me.
Go over there.
Exactly.
And wait for us to come back in the morning.
You will suffer an eternity for this.
Bye.
Oh well, they're in on it.
Mom, Dad, I want you to meet Psycho Goreman, or PG for short.
I will bathe in your blood.
Don't worry.
Be worried.
Familiar. I feel like we just watched this.
He's gonna kill everybody. Not unless I tell him to.
What did you three maniacs get up to?
This is getting a little weird.
Again?
This sick game must come to an end. She will enslave the galaxy into endless servitude. Kill him!
Cool.
The ultimate evil has awoken.
There's a new god in town, and his name? Psycho Goreman. It was nice meeting you.
It would be nicer if you were dead.
All right, bye.
This movie is not rated PG, by the way. It's just an abbreviation. Hooray! The trailer's over. And my partner isn't back. Oh, there he is. Carl, I can't hear you. Am I on mute?
I'm a professional, I swear. I was getting my Tootsie Rolls and my notes.
Where's mine? For all of the above.
There you go.
Tootsie Roll Center in the chocolate.
Did you get them? Did you lick their...
Roll Center, I'm in love with you.
Did you do a 1, a 2, a 3 crunch and get your Tootsie Roll Center?
Well, I don't have a Tootsie Pop, Carl. That only applies to Tootsie Pops.
Jesus,
does not apply to
Mr.
Tootsie
Owl,
Rolls.
get with the times.
that boy was naked.
He was, wasn't he? And his lower extremities were like the color, like the texture of pants.
Yeah? What are you giving a 7 out of 10? Jeff Banky Edwards? Or is that your review for the movie?
It's Star Kid, but looks really cool. Do you remember Star Kid, John?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
So Star Kid is this movie starring the kid from Jurassic Park. The boy from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And he finds an alien suit and gets all these superpowers.
That sounds super familiar, but I still don't
It's
think
not
I've
very
seen
good.
it.
It's not very good. But
what a shame.
Psycho Goreman's kind of the same idea, but kind of different.
I want to start out by saying, regardless of liking her character, I thought the little girl was a pretty good actress for the role she was asked to play.
Mm-hmm. The little girl
She
was great.
Very energetic and really into it. It felt like something that someone of her age, that I only assume and don't know, would be able to pull off. So max props to her ability to pull it off as well as she did.
Okay, so I will get into Psycho Goreman right now. There's some little details about Psycho Goreman. I'm gonna finish this delicious Tootsie Roll. So, I'm like the District 9 alien. Fucking prawn?
Don't say prawn, Carl. It's a bad word.
It's derogatory. So Psycho Goreman came out this year in 2020. It was directed by Steve Kostansky, who also wrote it and did some of the editing. His previous work includes Manborg 2011, which I still need to see that. The Void 2016, which I have seen, kind of left me wanting a little more. And then I think Father's Day, which I didn't know. It was on his IMDb. I didn't know that was a feature. So I gotta search this one out. And then surprisingly enough, this guy did a Leprechaun movie.
Hell yeah.
He did Leprechaun Returns, which apparently came out in 2018, but I didn't know it existed.
I only vaguely remember there's something being Leprechaun related, and I just brushed it off.
I thought it was like a WWE movie. But
maybe we gotta check it out.
Maybe we gotta look into it.
But
does Android know anything about this? Android's in with this kind of stuff.
Tell us now, Android!
Or you'll end up like Tears in the Rain.
Mm-hmm. Or attack ships on fire off the coast of Orion. Anyway.
Astron 6 co-directed half of those, according to Android.
Astron 6 sounds awesome. I know nothing about it. So, Psycho Goreman stars Nita Josie Hanna as Mimi, Adam Brooks as... Stephen Valhos as her brother... No. I screwed that all up. I'm going to do it all over again. Cut here. Oh, shit, this is live. Oh, no!
Cut!
Nina Josie Hanna as Mimi, Owen Meyer as Luke, Mimi's brother, Stephen Valhos as Psycho Goreman's voice, and Matthew Nienaber as the suit actor of Psycho Goreman. Then we have Adam Brooks as Greg, who is Mimi and Luke's dad, and Anna Tierney. No, excuse me. Alexi Kara Hansey as Susan, who plays their mother. And then we have Kristen McCulloch and Anna Thierry as Pandora and body and voice actor respectively.
Yes.
This film was shot by Andrew Appel and edited by Andrew Appel and Stephen Kostansky. Production design was done by Alexandra Pozendiva And music was done by Blitz/Berlin. That's all my notes as far as the production goes. The rest is on IMDb. I was going to talk about the list of special effects guys, but the list is so long. They're all talented. Just go out and check the list of special effects folks that worked on this movie. It's incredible.
Oh no, the special effects have gotten me. No!
Oh God! Well, time for you to take the cookies out of the oven.
I wish I had cookies in the oven.
God, I wish I did.
Then I could eat them.
I've been trying to make brownies for the last few weeks, and they keep messing up.
I mean, are they edible?
Yes.
That's all that matters.
My wife likes them, but I don't like them.
Well, I think your wife's opinion on the brownies matters more.
I suppose you're right.
Well, okay. So, what about I'll start out by saying, surprisingly, folks, Psycho Goreman is gory.
What? No.
Now, it's far from the goriest movie I've ever seen.
That would be Dead Alive.
And I don't know if this movie comes off as trying to be the goriest movie ever and is unaware that it fails, or if it's just not trying to be the goriest movie and it's just gory enough that it's just pretty fun. I mean, I can't honestly presume to know what they were actually going for.
I think they were going for just cool special effects stuff and making a really cool suit movie.
I mean, that's the best thing to say is, so much of it is very practical. There's some amazing practical costumes. In fact, half the time, I swear to God, I was watching the Power Rangers TV show from back in the day. So many characters make you think of one of the random monsters and the crazy suits they'd come up with that the Power Rangers fought. It's so goofy and silly and original. Very original monster ideas that you're like, I don't even care that this doesn't necessarily look real. It's fun. It's so funny. And those to me were the best parts of the film, is when it's just so silly.
Yes. For me, I love the idea of this movie when I saw the trailer. I was
I mean, everyone saw the trailer.
So the concept is there's this ancient
Galaxy Satan.
So essentially Galaxy Satan. You have this warlord who is this evil force, and he was put in prison underground on Earth by this force called the Templars.
On Earth for some reason.
Anyway, he's been in here for hundreds of years, and then one day, a child digs him up and then figures out the code to his imprisonment and releases him.
It was sort of weird how she figured it out.
Well, she just did it like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And she figures it out and then gets access to him because she controls the stone that controls him. And hijinks ensue.
Yep. The concept is very solid.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely is like, yeah, that sounds fun. It's like, imagine having an anti-genie and you were its master, and they can effectively make him almost do anything. He's quite powerful.
It's like, imagine having Chuck Norris as a Power Rangers villain and having complete control over him.
Yeah.
It is a very live action anime, Wendy. Very, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the practical effects are the best part of the film. Which makes sense because the director, Stan Kostansky, is a special effects guy.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That holds up.
Okay, so what, I don't want to, I actively want people to see this, so I actually don't want to spoil any major specific scenes that happen in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I
guess the synopsis would just be: little girl finds guy hiding finds ancient monster warrior imprisoned on Earth, releases him, and has total control over him, and hijinks ensue.
I think
that's all you need to know.
If I had to nitpick any part of the movie, it would sort of be that, that's the concept. For me, I don't feel like they tackled that concept hard enough. There weren't enough scenes where you think of the funny idea of, imagine a child had the power to control, Satan,
a god,
and make him do anything.
A child had access to an alien god.
There weren't enough scenes, I feel like, that depicted the hilarity you imagine. It is there. There is definitely some stuff.
Absolutely.
I think it just didn't take up as much of the screen time as I would have hoped.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. It doesn't quite explore all the fun that concept promises.
It doesn't measure up to its potential.
Exactly.
Respect.
And that doesn't mean it's horrible or not worth watching. It's absolutely great and worth your time.
There's a lot of scenes that don't take place on Earth. 100% of that is fantastic.
Oh, it's great. It's fun seeing people in costumes playing weird characters and having like puppets. It's great. It just reminds me of watching Power Rangers or watching a Sentai show from Japan.
I would also want to give credit to those scenes are also pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was always entertained when we were there. That's where it did live up to like what you thought. It just that wasn't the movie you thought you were gonna get.
No, and it does kind of happen pretty quickly. Things happen at you, and then it's like, okay, that was funny, but where are we going from here?
Mm-hmm.
And then we reach a point where it's like, oh, okay, where are we gonna go? And it kind of runs out, but I mean it's not like I've seen movies run out of gas hard and become unwatchable. This is still incredibly fun when it runs out of gas for me.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion. But I think the costumes, the entertainment is there. John, what do you think of the music?
So I can't like specifically recall any tunes in my head right now, but I know at the time
you're not humming the theme song right now.
Yeah,
Psycho Goreman, the goriest man.
At the time, I remember really enjoying it. It was very solid. That absolutely more than lived up to like the kind of sci-fi behind the scene soundtrack that you would like to see, because sometimes the soundtrack, especially in a lower budget movie, can just be nothing, or you don't even notice it's there. It's so easy to mess up in music.
Well, I felt like the soundtrack was really reminiscent of Power Rangers.
Thank you. That's what I.
Whenever there was a fight, it was like some really crazy guitar riffs. It was just like it just
go Psycho Goreman.
Exactly.
Not literally, but not too far off.
It was like and that was a poor representation of it. It was fun. I really enjoyed the music. I wouldn't go out and buy the soundtrack, but I definitely felt it served its purpose.
I really don't want to spoil the scene, so
the end credit rap song. That's right. There was a rap song at the end, which I kind of loved.
It just adds to the flavor. It adds to the fun,
the tastiness.
It's so yeah. Another negative really is this movie kind of has a little more like actual human drama than I would have liked or even had expected.
Like what? The stuff with the dad?
Well, sort of with the family, without giving too much away, by the end of the movie, there's like a lot of learning and a message for like the main human family members learn. And I'm like, I don't think this movie needed that. Because it distracts from the type of movie that it is. I'm not saying that content isn't good, but this movie is going for like hardcore, silly, gory B movie.
But you need heart at the core of all that stuff.
They could have had. I would say the heart didn't work for me then.
For you,
what they chose to, with the direction they chose to go with regarding the human element and heart did not work for me. I
kind of wish the little girl's arc was better.
Well, that's the problem.
It just wasn't exactly there, but she kind of did. But it was like she's still like the same girl she was in the beginning.
Yeah,
it is kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon on bath salts, Android.
Oh, what I was trying to say earlier, I will say like there is a single scene in this movie that automatically bumps it up an extra point out of 10 than I would have given it for that one scene alone. I won't say what it is. It is in the forest, and when you guys watch it, you'll probably know the scene that I'm talking about.
I think I know what scene you're talking about, and that was definitely worth it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's
I think all the humor.
I think all the over the top slapstick humor works for me, or worked for me, especially the like I don't think there's ever a moment in that film where it's like, hey, Psycho Goreman does this one thing, and then you never see it.
Yeah,
it's always like Psycho Goreman does this one thing, and then you'll see it later. Like, oh, yep. Wow, okay.
Well, okay. So on that note, everything about him, the character of Psycho Goreman, absolutely lives up to what you think and hope it will be. Like all of the humor around him is just solid. It's like the joke of, I'm going to make you do a silly thing, and even though he's being controlled, he can voice what he thinks at any time, and he'll often show his strong detest and disgust in everything he's doing.
Yeah, he's just physically limited. He's not mentally or emotionally limited. He's like,
Psycho Goreman, you're cool. Fuck off and
fuck off. I will eat you. I will destroy you. You will be murdered.
I will bathe in your blood.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, bye.
Yeah, right? Yeah, and yeah, that's the little girl. Ha ha! You're so funny.
It's like, you will be eradicated forever.
God, I just want to go back. Like, there's so many great alien costume ideas that they do on that. Like, in this, there's like a space council of people.
Oh yeah, the space council. Yeah, it's great.
All those members in costumes are so like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's great.
And then, like, as we discussed, I go, no, wait, that movie reminded me how fucking nuts every monster they came up with for Power Rangers ever was.
Exactly. I mean, you had
I never thought about that as a kid.
You had a brain in a robot costume. You had some sort of weird guy who was all who was just a robot, but like his face was like his face was just floating in front of the metal. It's great. No, the creativity that went into all the monster designs or the character designs of this movie was top shelf.
Also seeing the, like, you know, obvious that weren't really on someone's face movements, whether it was on purpose or not match up with what's being said at all, was just hysterical. Because sometimes you feel like you're watching something from Japan.
Exactly.
You know, what else? Do you have anything else you have to say specifically about Psycho Goreman that you want to get into? Because I think I'm ready to give my final review of it.
I got nothing else to say about it. I mean, yeah, it was gory. It was funny. I mean, it was kind of lacking on the whole, fully realizing its concept. But I mean, very few movies fully realize their concept. It's not like Psycho Goreman made a huge mistake here.
That's the thing.
Very few movies realize their full concept. So, Andy, it's a tokusatsu. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is a tokusatsu. You'd know because you're writing one right now.
Oh, that Anti-Android Ninja Turtles 2 style. Like for the what was that regarding costumes or the end credits rap song?
End credits rap song.
Okay, I mean, talking about like weird costumes and shit. The live action Ninja Turtles movies, not the recent ones, but the old ones from the '90s. The monsters that they fought, fully realized, were pretty great.
Absolutely.
In that respect, also.
Yeah, no, I think we can say our final verdict on Psycho Goreman.
Okay.
I mean, just watch this movie, man. I would give it a solid. For me, it's an 8 out of 10.
Holy shit!
That's a high. That's a high score for me.
So this is not to copy you, because I've had the score in my head already set. I was going to say an 8 out of 10 also. I was going to say 7, but then I realized that, well, with that one scene I mentioned, that means that really I think this movie is a 6 plus one really great scene. I'm like, no, this movie is better than a 6. So I'm going to make it a 7 plus 1 for the great scene. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is it's an 8, and that, as you said, it does not live up to the full extravaganza that you kind of hope for, but as you said, not every movie does. Most movies don't.
Very few movies do.
Yeah, this movie deserves way more praise than negativity. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, this is the best Steven Kostanski movie I've seen. I mean, I haven't seen Manborg, but this is better. This was better than The Void, and The Void's the only other movie I saw of his. So, yeah, this is a solid 8 out of 10. For the costumes alone, it's worth watching.
Right? This is definitely the kind of movie you don't get to see often.
No, I would have loved to see it in the theater.
Like, this movie could have been worse, and I would still recommend you go see it just because of the rarity that it is of style of movie.
Absolutely. So that's Psycho Goreman. That's our review.
And
8 out of 10. Go see it. Go rent it right now. What are you doing?
If you thought, I wonder what this movie is, then you should see it.
Rent it. Watch it with your friends and drink a beer. So moving on to what have John and I been playing?
Wendy, rent it.
Rent it, Wendy. Watch it with Edwin.
Yay.
So
what have we been playing?
What have we been playing? Shoot. John, what have you been playing?
Funny enough, not even for today's discussion, I recently played some more Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing some of the DLC that they had released for it.
Oh, yeah?
And ultimately, it comes down to kind of like what my opinion of Borderlands 3 has been, which is I could play the game on mute and play music from my computer and probably enjoy it just as much. I just like the games for the gameplay. I really don't get anything from the story.
For Borderlands?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I like 3's story.
Or maybe that's my DLC brain talking, because like right now, what I'm doing, like the missions I'm doing in the DLC, I don't even know what I'm doing, and I don't even really care.
So you're just playing for the shooty.
Because almost all the enemies you're fighting are indifferent to you. Almost none of the people you fight are like your nemesis or an opposing force to you and your country or species, or actively hate you. They're just there. No. They're just fodder. And it takes a bit away when so much of the gameplay... But this applies sort of to the whole series as a whole, and this is also just my take. I know a lot of people love Borderlands for the humor and for the stories.
Mm-hmm.
They never landed for me, but I think it's
really
fun to play.
Okay. I love Borderlands for the story, and I think the humor. I really was against the humor in the third one, and I played it. I'm like, okay, this is pretty fun. This is your attempt at attacking influencer culture, and okay, I see what you're trying to do. It's pretty fun. But I mean, to be fair,
it was too late.
It was pretty late to the party. But whenever I play Borderlands, I always turn the music off.
Oh, okay.
Because I like the idea that you just hear the ambient sound and the dialogue.
Maybe I should do that more.
I just turn the music off because you don't need the music in Borderlands. It's not good. Put whatever music you want on the background, but I just listen to the ambient sound. I like having silence during gun battles when guns aren't going off. So,
that's fair.
So that's pretty fun. I haven't played any of the DLC yet. I played the Halloween special thing, which I wish it was more than what it was because it was just the same map over and over and over again.
Well, that was the passive one, right? Like everyone got it.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty cool. I haven't finished it, but once it's available to do crossplay, I'm gonna play it again.
If they do crossplay,
they will do crossplay. So they will. They promise. Okay. But
actually, sorry. There was one other game I wanted to mention.
Okay.
And I know, unfortunately, I had to not be there for my buddy Carl, for the medium, but I finally started playing the medium.
Hallelujah. Awesome! Hallelujah! Praise the medium.
So man, I'm not very far. It is off to a great start, though. So far, I like.
Yes, the medium is great. We streamed it. Where were you? You weren't there. It was just me by myself playing this game, and only 3 people showed up. But anyway, we're going to be playing the medium Saturday, so join us. I'm playing the medium, and John's going to be here to comment.
I am.
John, you better stop playing once you get to the resort.
I probably will.
Good, because that's where we saved.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so far it's solid.
Oh, it's great. It's more than solid, man. It is solid. I'm just trying to exaggerate. It's a great.
I'm not far enough, and I can't say I'm far enough yet to determine that it's great.
It's been said. What was it? It's Silent Hill x Adam Wake.
Alan Wake.
Adam Wake. Alan Wake. Adam Wake. Adam is awake. Medium Science Theater 2000. Andy, I will find you. I don't know where you are, but I will find you. I have a particular set of skills, and those skills include reviewing games. Wait, crossplay is available? No, crossplay is only available for crossplay is not available
no.
between PC and Xbox Series X, is it?
No, it's not.
I don't think it is.
It's crossplay between PS5 and PS4 and Series X and Xbox One, and wherever all PC players can play it with other PC players, regardless of if you got it off the Epic Store or not.
That's like separate but equal crossplay.
So it's crossplay within the same family. To me, that's not when a company says the game is crossplay, it means it crosses actual barriers and not within its own family.
It goes into different tribes, not the same tribe.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a fusion of Silent Hill and Alan Wake.
That is the medium.
And what have you been playing, my friend?
Other than playing the medium for the stream, which was going to happen this Saturday at 8:00, I have been playing Cyberpunk 2077. And
we still think that game is great.
It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. But I have some complaints. There's just. I love Cyberpunk. It's great. but they left out a lot of what they promised.
That's a big butt.
That's a big butt. It's a big juicy butt. It's a big Cardi B certified freak everyday week, but
now there's a difference between taking it as it is and knowing what was cut.
Exactly.
If you didn't know it was cut,
it's
which
good.
I actually am more I'm less aware of what was cut from the game.
Transhumanist shells. Yes, Andy, we are transhumanist shells. One day we will be one with the singularity shell. But it just feels like it's unfinished. It's missing stuff, man. It just finishes like it feels like there's so much in this game. I don't want to get into it because it could take up a whole episode.
Yes,
but I have been playing it. I have been enjoying it. I've been having a great time, and I just entered the last mission, so I'll give you an update next week. But I've been playing that, and then everything.
It's great, Carl. It's great, but it could be better.
It's great, but it could be better.
Yeah,
why not?
Hopefully it will. I hope
more. Just ask for more.
So much more.
Yeah, that movie could have been. That movie was, but could be.
Yes,
but it could have been better.
Yep. We could talk way too long about that. Maybe another time.
We could go into a whole
Not
episode
right
about Wonder Woman 1984. We almost did, but
we almost did.
Nope.
But then we. Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Carl.
John, is it? Have we reached that time?
Well, I was going to ask if you've watched any movies since last I saw you.
What did I watch? I started watching North by Northwest. And that was
oh yeah.
And it's long. I had to pause it and do something else, but I'll get back into it.
Okay.
Have you watched anything?
I've watched a couple Godzilla movies.
Oh, sick. Awesome.
I bought a few. I've watched a few. What did I recently watch though? I did the original Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and
cool.
More recently, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
Okay.
And then one of the few Godzilla movies I had never seen, and for some reason I bought it on a whim, because it's basically the Showa version of Final Wars, which was about Godzilla destroy all monsters. And
yeah, I can see that. But it isn't like Destroy All Monsters just like Godzilla King of the Monsters?
No. And how do you mean?
It's like a bunch of monsters fighting at once.
Yeah, but there's like 12 versus 4.
I guess. No,
that's what I mean by Final Wars. Final Wars is like it's almost every single fucking monster you can think of.
What Wendy says to watch Arch Enemy. What is Arch Enemy, Wendy?
I don't know. Wendy, what is it? I need you to tell us what it is. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at your comment screen. You're not Wendy, Jeff. But thank you for telling us that it's awesome.
Jeff.
Or at the very least, Wendy, tell us where we can watch it.
Where can we watch Arch Enemy?
Hopefully it's easily accessible.
Hopefully it is Joe Manganiello as a superhero. Do you mean Joe... You mean Joe Alcide from True Blood?
Watch Arch. Oh! You know what, Wendy? I vaguely remember you telling me about
Joe
superhero movie.
Manganiello.
I remember when I heard the concept of Arch Enemy, I thought it sounded really cool.
He's a hot buff guy. You're right, Devin. Arch Enemy. I've never heard of it.
Amazon Prime. Okay, there we go. Carl, you and I.
Oh wow! Look at this. This looks great.
A time to watch it.
I'm loving this. This looks. I don't know anything about this, but this looks pretty cool. It's got a lot of neon colors on it, so okay. We'll watch it. Not next week, but soon.
Sometime, yes.
Because, John, next week, what are we watching?
Well, I think we were going to watch The Rocketeer.
And Thunderpants.
And Thunderpants. That was never going to happen. You said that. I was never going to revisit Thunderpants.
Yes, you were. I was going to find you.
Did not live up to what it should have been. It should have been so much funnier.
I was going to find you. And make you watch it at knife point.
I was so disappointed with that movie. How can you fuck that up? Anyway, we fucking changed our own schedule, and now I think it's going to be Rock and Rolla and Manhunter.
Rock and Roller and Manhunter.
It's up to Carl to watch Rock and Roll and up to me to watch Manhunter.
There's no new movies coming out, and the ones that are on HBO Max, John does not have HBO Max, so.
Well, those aren't going to be out till March anyway.
Well, I mean, I was going to say the little things we could watch, but.
Oh, right. Right.
I'll watch the little things on my own. So, next episode, Manhunter and Rock and Rolla.
Oh. Last thing that I've been watching is dinosaurs.
Wait. Arch Enemy is the same team behind Mandy?
No, is it?
Is it? Hold on.
She's probably right. Wendy doesn't just say movie trivia without knowing it.
I barely know this, Wendy.
No.
No, different director. But same producers. Elijah Wood. It's Spectre Vision or
what? That sounds like people. Sounds like the same people.
Well, no, it's a different director. That director is particular. It's not like that director is like every other director. Same trippy visuals. I mean, I'm still gonna check it out because I'm into that.
Maybe they're stylistically similar.
We'll have to find out. And if you're wrong, you owe me a beer.
Okay.
But if you're right, I owe you nothing.
You owe me more fucking Tootsie Rolls.
Okay, I'll throw you more at the screen.
Wendy is in it technically.
Whoa, Wendy! Did you hack the system and put your face in the movie?
She's just. She's just trying to sell herself through this movie.
Exactly. Well, promote yourself any way possible, Wendy.
That's true.
Use
our channel. Use channels that get more views than ours too. Don't just limit yourself to us.
Don't market other people, John.
I'll market whatever I want.
Well, we're gonna watch Rock and Roller and Manhunter next week. Unless
I'm so glad I'm not rewatching Thunderpants.
God, I'm disappointed in you for that.
Have you seen Thunderpants?
I have not, but I wanted to and force you to watch it again.
It sounds way better than it is. That's the problem. Oh yeah. Good for you, Wendy.
Oh, well, good for you. Good job, Wendy.
I'll watch it and shed a tear.
Oh, there we go. A tear.
A knife.
A knife. Closed. And put away for later.
What are you going to do with that for later?
I'll carve some wood or something. I don't know. Put it in my pocket. Anyway.
Are you gonna make a knife with your knife out of wood?
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't.
All right. So next week, Manhunter and Rock and Rolla. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll do a similar thing that we did this week.
Yep. We'll find more things for you to watch.
Get excited. If you'd like, watch Manhunter and Rock and Roller. They're both available to rent at Amazon Prime.
That would be so fun if everybody here came back and we just all fucking talked about it. That would be super fun.
That'd be amazing. Please make our wish come true.
Between Carl and myself, we recommend Manhunter and Rock and Rolla by Michael Mann and Guy Ritchie.
Please make John's wish come true. He's terminally John.
I can't stop it. It's
Stop
growing.
being John. The Make-A-Wish people hung up on us. You have to make the wish come true.
The blood won't come off the scissors, Carl.
The spilled blood red beer won't come out of the wood.
Manhunt for PS2 or Wii? No, that's a different game. That's a different thing entirely.
How are you seeing these before me? I'm on the actual studio.
Because I'm a genie.
I guess so. Manhunt for PS2 or Wii? No, Manhunter.
I think he's just
It's
fucking
on
with us.
DVD.
Yeah, well, PS2 and Wii games are on DVD too, Carl.
Barely.
I remember wanting to see Rock and Roll when it came out in theaters. Never got to see it. Well,
rent
Andy,
it,
now's
Andy.
your chance.
Rent it, and watch it.
Wait, what are you ewing to, Wendy?
About Wendy. John and I only provide the top quality content.
The toppest quality.
The toppest of all tops.
You know, like the big top, because I'm going to be a bar mitzvah clown.
He's going to bar mitzvah clown school.
Carl, your audio is really low, Andy says.
It's low?
Drink more helium.
It's low. Nick,
I'm always calling you from the shadows.
Nick is still here.
He walked away for a bit and decided to come back and see what shit he missed. Oh, don't worry about that, Wendy. They'll get new blood on it. That'll wash away the old blood.
Yep. Old Blood, good game. Wolfenstein. Scissors, great game. Clock Tower.
I want to replay Old Blood.
Yes. Anyway, I think
all right.
I think that's the show, right?
Yeah, I think people are done with us.
I think you're all done with us. We've lost 2 people already.
I'm done with us.
I'm done with us. Well,
until next week.
Sandwich Revolver is Carl Diamond, which is me, and John Reeve, which is that guy on the other end, which I've been yelling at for the last 2 hours.
Yep.
And
we're not the Chipmunks. Also, I lied.
Not the Chipmunks. Please don't say that we are. We are not.
Also, I lied about tuning in next week. I would like you to tune in next week, but also tune in this Saturday because we're going to be streaming The Medium.
Medium on Twitch, not on YouTube Live. We'll provide links. It's on Twitch. Twitch is for games. YouTube Live is for discussion of movies and video games. But please join us. We only got three people last time. We need more. Kylo Ren.
Yeah. I was going to say, if there's one thing I like about that trilogy is how much that's my favorite scene in any movie where a guy is screaming bore. Goo hoo gaga.
Well, Nick, we are the toppest of tops. Let's see. All right. So if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. It helps us, gets that algorithm caring about us. Cause I know YouTube is a cold pit of non-caring, but I know you guys care. You spent the last 2 hours with us, which means the goddamn world to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you got some laughs out of this stream. John and I are doing our best to bring you top quality, laughable content.
I'm doing my best Groucho Marx look.
That's Groucho Marx? That just looks like you're putting your fingers to your face. Say something, damn it. Is this Groucho Marx? Oh, Groucho Marx was known for this.
I don't know.
Groucho Marx was like, "Hey, sweetheart." Hey, yeah. Or it's like,
Yeah, but imagine when he's not saying those things. He's just sitting there doing this with his mustache.
That's not what Groucho Marx did. You need to watch a Marx Brothers movie.
I'm a shrill. I haven't seen.
You mean a phony?
I haven't seen a single Marx Brothers movie, and I should, and I want to.
Why haven't you watched Dark Soup? Why haven't you watched Night at the Opera? Why haven't you watched any other Marx Brothers movie? Anyway, it does not matter.
Not yet.
No.
All right.
All right.
Everyone get the fuck out of here. Thanks for watching. We love you all. Thanks for tuning in.
Get the
we
hell
hope
out
you
of
had
here.
a
Show's over.
fantastic time. We're kicking you out.
Show's over. Get out of here and pay your bill.
Thanks again, Carl, for the streaming and doing
course.
such a great job.
All right, we love you all. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.